And this is the exciting playoffs beginning now. After 4 days of team matches and 1 day of single matches, this is the U.S. Invitational playoffs from Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. Paul Grant along with Bob Lee. We have 4 matches right now. 10 teams out of 17 qualified. The top 2 got a bye, and there are 8 teams bowling right now to advance. Today we have Ball Mafia on the right, TD Bowlerama on the left.
Merrill with a 9-drop on the first ball, and a spare.
Scott Lapierre, teams from Maine. Scott Lapierre from Sanford, Maine, on 33.
Two spares to start.
What a start. It's been a fun week, Bob, hasn't it? Sensational shots. We've had 183, 169 high singles, bunch of 150s.
A little about the format here. These teams are going to go up against each other for 3 strings. Total pins is all that counts. So we'll get you a graphic soon, and that's going to only reflect the total pin difference.
Okay, and hopefully if the scoreboard cooperates, we won't have to worry about manual scoring.
The scoreboard's only going to tell you the game score.
All right, here's a 1-7-10. Leave 16 for one, and 17 for the other one. Chris
More
with
importantly,
6.
6 were in the fill.
For Chris Merrill, 7 in the fill for Scott Lapierre. 2 Lapierres for TD Bowlerama, not related. You've seen this 1-7-10 over 20 times this week, made 4 or 5 times.
That was a spare.
Another spare for Scott Lapierre, 2 in a row, 27 in the ball after 2. We're just getting started, the first of 3 strings. First round of the playoffs here from Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. 23 after 2 for Chris Merrill, spare 6-7. Scott Lapierre, spare 7, spare 27 in the ball after 2. Here's Marc Weber punching out the quarter on 34. Korey Cooper from Auburn, Maine, on the left in the blue for TD Bowlerama. 9-drop, 7-pin standing. Weber trying to bounce back. Gets 5, leaving up 4. Korey Cooper going for a spare on 33. He's got it. 10 plus 1 after 1.
3 spares in a row for Bowlerama.
Marc Weber for the out. Tough 7. They got 2 7s. Oh, they have 1 7 actually. 2 7s in a row actually. Chris Merrill had a 7 in the second box. Marc Weber opens with a 7 here in his first box. The first of 3 strings here in this opening playoff round. Tomorrow we have 3 more playoff matches, including the finals here, starting at 9 a.m. live from Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. The U.S. Invitational.
Another 7 on a fill there.
17 after 1 for Korey Cooper. Weber looking for a mark. Misses. You have the standings here too. No mark that time, so the 3 marks in a row is over. TD Bowlerama came in 6th place. 8 for Marc Weber, 15 after 2. At 10 for Korey Cooper, 27 through 2. 54-38, a 16-pin lead for TD Bowlerama. Ball Mafia was the 7th seed, so it's the 6 versus the 7. You got to feel for Crazy Leaves. They lost a tiebreaker by 1 pin to just not make it in the playoffs. Crazy Leaves, Eric Seeger, Dennis Green and company. Tough loss for them. But an excellent try, and all the bowlers gave it their best. 17 teams competing, 10 making it. All 3 string matches tomorrow too, starting 9 a.m., 9, 12, and 3. Doug Smith is on the right for Ball Mafia. Owen O.J. Martin from Sanford, Maine, on the left for TD Bowlerama. Try and kick the 3 over, it won't go. Triangle leave here for O.J. on 33, trying to convert for a spare. 5 pin still stands. Doug Smith trying to get 1 or 2 here, gets nothing. 3 sevens on the board for the first 3 bowlers. 1 bowler each has a 7 so far, and a 10 for OJ. 64-45, 19 is the lead, and they have a bonus ball. Also, Scott Lapierre, the leadoff bowler for TD Bowlerama. Bowling Ball Mafia on 34. Doug Smith, second box, first string. 7-10, no wood, no luck. 1% chance here, right, Bob, for the spare?
Well, sample's small for that.
OJ off to the right. Has the 1, 2, 4, and the 8 pin in the back.
Corey Packard made one of these earlier in the tournament.
Gets the 7 pin, 1 remaining. Open box. OJ for a spare. Missed the head pin. Bowling Ball Mafia with 1 spare so far, 3 for TD Bowlerama. 9 box for Doug Smith, 16 through 2. 23, 15, and 16 for the first 3 bowlers for Bowling Ball Mafia. TD Bowlerama and OJ the 10. 2 10s, 20 for him after 2. 74-54, 20 pin lead already, and a bonus ball in hand for TD Bowlerama. Scores of 27 plus 1, 27 and 20 for the first 3 bowlers. 4th bowler is out of 5, Marc Carrier. Marc with a C, Carrier for Bowling Ball Mafia on 34. Mark Smith from Norway, Maine on the left for TD Bowlerama. That's a good bid for a strike, leads up to 10. Mark Smith, 8. 5 pin on the left, 3 pin. In the gutter, missed a spare, 9 box, came out. Showing a spare on the board, but to correct that. And there's a spare for Mark Smith of Norway. 4 spares on the board already for TD Bowlerama.
Foul has been registered.
Okay, they corrected the foul, 9 box for Marc Carrier. 84, 21. And they have 2 bonus balls in hand, 1 coming up here for Mark Smith in the blue for TD Bowlerama. But first is Marc Carrier, second box, first string of 3 here from Leda Lanes in Nashua at the U.S. Invitational. Good ball for a strike, he gets it! The wood twirled around, got the kingpin to fall. Spare and strike, 30 after 2 plus 2 balls. Sensational start for Mark Smith for TD Bowlerama. Marc Carrier comes short by 1 pin. And that's got the Bowling Ball Mafia rattled early. They got to bounce back. 9, 18 after 2. They got to start marking here. 104-72, a 32 pin lead here early. It's a 3-string match. No points for a string. 3-string total. All that counts. Doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish.
Only about 3% done now.
Mark is a numbers, Bob is a numbers freak, right, Bob? Numbers genius, I should say.
If we were halfway through, it would be more relevant than if we were 3% through. And to describe that, I use numbers.
Marc carries 7 on the fill. 6 has the
Not on the
full.
film. That's his first ball.
Oh, I'm sorry, not the
The
fill.
anchor ball,
I'm
is
sorry,
it?
I'm not paying attention. Lost track. This is first ball. Sorry about that. First ball open box, obviously, in the first. He has the 4-7 on the left. Has the 5 pin and the 8 pin in the back. For a spare. Not quite. Marc Carrier. Trying to get at least 1 here.
Bowling ball. It's Purdy.
Purdy, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong names. Brian Purdy. Anchors are up here. Jeff Lapierre for TD Bowlerama. So 9 for Jeff Lapierre for TD Bowlerama, 9 for Brian Purdy for Bowling Ball Mafia. 32 pin lead, 113-81 early on. Back door, here we go. Could it be a strike? Will it go? It does! They finally get a break. Brian Purdy, a strike for Ball Mafia to close out the first two boxes. 19 plus 2. Jeff Lapierre on 33. His first ball, second box, first string of 3. 2-4-7 left. 10 pin on the right. Has some wood. Try to ride it over there to the right side. No one sitting down for these matches. Open box for Jeff Lapierre, which is good news for Ball Mafia. They trail by 32 early on. 7 box, 16 through 2 for the anchor. Brian Purdy will be working the strike when he comes back. Right now it's 120 to 91, 29 pin lead for TD Bowlerama. They'll switch sides now. Scott Lapierre leads off for TD Bowlerama on the right in the blue shirt. Chris Merrill on the left for Ball Mafia. Chris had a 23 in his first two, spare 6-7. Scott Lapierre, he's working on a spare here. He had 2 in a row to start. 8 in this fill, 35 through 2. Has the 2 pin on the left, the 10 pin in the right corner. Very capable of making the shot, not a high percentage shot. Lapierre for another spare, won't go, good try. Merrill, he's up 4 after 2. Spare 7, spare 8, now in 9 blocks, 44 through 3, and a 7 for Chris Merrill. He has 2 7s, and Ball Mafia has 4 7s so far early on in string number 1. 31 after 3 for Chris Merrill. Lapierre on 34. 4th box, first string of 3. Wow, look at that one. The 1 and the 8. Strike! It goes! Strike for Chris Merrill. They got 2 they're working on now for Ball Mafia. He's at 41 plus 2, his second mark of the first string. Scott Lapierre punched out. Good comeback here. Leads up 4. You don't see the 1-8 too often on the first ball. One for at least 3, gets 1, a 7 box. So he's at 51 through 4 with 2 spares in the first 2 boxes. 144, 109. 35 pin lead right now for TD Bowlerama. They're working on 1 strike. Ball Mafia working on 2 strikes. Second bowler's here, Korey Cooper on the right from Auburn, Maine for TD Bowlerama. Had a spare 7 to 10. 3rd box off to the left. Open box to Marc Weber. Had a 7 and 8 to start. 15 after 2. He's on the left in the gray for Bowling Ball Mafia. This is the first round of the U.S. Invitational playoffs here at Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. Second ball. And spare. Marc Weber. His first mark after a tough 7-8 start. 25 in the ball after 3. Cooper, 8 box. 35 after 3. 152. 119. 34 pin lead right now. 34, right?
33.
33 actually. 33 pin lead for TD Bowlerama early. Cooper. Strike! He's got 3 marks. He's got 2 marks now, a spare and a strike. 45 plus 2. Marc Weber punches out 1 on the spare, tough break. 7-8 now, a spare 1 for an 11 box, 26 through 3. Now it goes to the right, leaving up 5. Trying to clean up the board here. Gets 3, 8 box. 34 after 4 for Marc Weber.
And the lead goes to 34 with that ball those balls coming. Korey.
Each team has 2 strikes in hand. 45 plus 2 for Korey Cooper after 4. O.J. Martin. One for a strike. It won't go. The 9-pin stays. He had 2 10s to start. 9 drop for Doug Smith. He had a 7 and a 9 to start. 16 after 2. Both with spare leaves. Owen, O.J. Martin. Easy spare here. Gets it. 2 10s to spare. 30 plus the ball after 3. A spare for Doug Smith. 26 in the ball after 3. What excitement early on. And it's just the first string of 3 in just the first round. 172, 138, 34-pin lead right now for TD Bowlerama. Both bowlers working on a spare. OJ on 34. On the head pin. Gets 8, 6-10 standing. 38 after 3. Doug Smith, go for strike, he gets it! Strike on spare. 35 through 3, 45 plus 2 through 4 for Doug Smith. Sensational bowling early on. What a match so far. We haven't even finished the first 4 boxes. OJ won't go. 6-10 pin standing. It's 9, 47 through 4, 189, 158. 31 pin lead right now for TD Bowlerama, but plenty of marks on the board for Ball Mafia. They have 3 strikes on the board. And right now, Marc Smith from Norway, Maine, for TD Bowlerama is on a strike right now. $30 plus 2 here in the set for the second box. Going to box 3. Look at another one. Will it go? It's rolling. Won't go. Marc Carrier open here. He had 16 his first 2. For a spare, he's got it. Three marks in a row, 50 in a ball through 3. Incredible. Nine, 27 through 3. Marc Carrier. TD Bowlerama on his mark bonanza here right now. Tons of marks to start. Marc Smith here. On another mark, he gets 8 and a wiggle. 6-10 pin standing. He's at 58 through 3. Spare leave for another one. Spare leave 247 for Marc Carrier on the left on 33. On 34, Marc Smith for another spare. He's got it! 4 in a row! Wow! 68 in the ball through 4. Spare won't go for Marc Carrier. Good try. 7 pin won't go. Carrier the 10, 37 through 4. 50 pin lead. Total pinfall for this match. Doesn't matter if you win the string or not.
Anchor bowlers.
Third and fourth boxes for the anchor bowlers. Jeff Lapierre. 9-7 to start for TD Bowlerama. Half was to right. Brian Purdy here working on a strike for Bowling Ball Mafia. 19 plus 2 here. Going for a double. 8 in the first one. That looked good. Got the 8 pin in the back, 4 pin on the left. Punches to the left, 5 standing for Lapierre. 2 Lapierre, Scott and Jeff, no relation. Jeff the anchor bowler. Purdy for a spare, missed it. Got the 8, missed the 4. Lapierre for an out, gets 8. Purdy for a 10, got it. Purdy at 38 through 3. Lapierre, the anchor, at just 24 after 3. They haven't needed them yet because the lead is huge right now. 49, is it?
It's 196, 235 to 196.
39 is the lead. Good ball, head pin, 2 full, spread eagle. 2-4-7 left, 3-6-10 on the right side. Brian Purdy here. Good head pin, it gets the 2 to roll. 2 more on the left, go. 4 more came down than he thought. He's got the 2 pin for a super chance for a spare. Jeff trying to work out of this mess in the hold. Purdy for spare, he's got it. Brian Purdy, 48. Plus a ball. After 4, he has a strike and a spare on the board, the string. Lapierre is now got 4. Excellent out. 32, just averaging 8 for the anchor. The ball is stepping up though. That's how it works, team bowling. We've gone through 4 boxes already. 243 to 206. It's a 37 pin lead in the first string of a 3-string total match for TD Bowlerama. There's a super shot there. Chris Merrill. He's working on a strike here. Almost had another one. Scott Lapierre open here. 51 through 4. For another spare. He's got it. Spare on strike. 51 through 4. 61 on the ball here in the 5th. Lapierre 6 pin standing. Second ball. Go! Almost got it. I thought he had it. 10 wouldn't go. 10 pin stands. Superb try. All set for a 10 box here. 10 pin with the wood. Missed it though in the gutter. 9 box, 60 through 5. 252, 226. The lead is 26 right now for TD Bowlerama. They led right from the onset. Merrill working on another spare. Misses to the right though, gets 4. Had a spare on strike. He's at 65 now through 5. Lapierre, 6 box first string, gets 9. Leaving up the 4 pin. Another spare opportunity. Falls 1 pin short. Heck of a try there for Chris Merrill for Bowling Ball Mafia. Lapierre, 4 pin, piece of wood for a spare. He's on it, he's got it. His the mark for him, 70 the ball after 6. 75 with a 10 box for Chris Merrill through 6. It is 262 to 240. The lead is 22 right now for TD Bowlerama. Second bowl is at Korey Cooper on the left for TD Bowlerama on the right. TBD. TBD Bowlerama. Said it wrong?
To be determined.
To be determined. Marc Weber on the right. Korey's on a strike here. Cooper open, 34 for his first 4, gets the half, 4 horsemen, and 9 drop on the first ball. Almost a double. Weber for a spare. Punches out the head pin. Cooper at 45 coming into this strike box. Has a chance for a spare on strike. No, in the gutter. 54 after 4, 53 after 5. 9 for Weber. 43 through 5. And that's spare 1. And he's taking himself out. So we have a lineup change already. And let's see who's coming in here for him now.
Joe Duda.
Joe Duda.
Sole resident of Massachusetts in the lineups. Everybody else is from Maine on these teams.
Joe D-U-D-A, Joe Duda.
It's on his back.
Filling in here now for Marc Weber. 6 box, first string. 2 in the left only. Korey Cooper open here in the 6 box, 3 in the left side. So 63 up to 5. Good comeback in that shot. The 1 and 9 pin remaining. Cooper, second ball. Got the spare. What a shot that was. 73 plus the ball through 6. 9 for Joe Duda. Duda at 52 through 6 with Marc Weber. Combination. 290, 258, 32 pins is the lead for TBD Bowlerama. Owen, O.J. Martin on the left side on 33 for TBD. I keep saying TDB, it's TBD.
To be determined.
Yeah.
Just call him Bowlerama.
You know what I mean, though. What's the name? Doug Smith on the right, bowling third on a strike here. Looking for double. 7 in the wobble. 2 8-pin. Half push to left, 10 pin in the right corner with some wood. Owen Martin. Open box here at 47 through 4. Has the full horseman left. The 1, 2, 4, and 7. Smith for a spare. Can he pick it up? He does! Spare on strike. 56 through 4. 66 in the ball through 5. What a match. OJ for the spare. He's got it! Answers right back. 57 in the ball through 5. Wow! 300 to 278. 22 pin lead right now for TBD Bowlerama. On the fill, strike! Strike on spare, 86 in the ball through 6. Sensational bowling by Doug Smith. OJ gets a 4 on the fill. It's showing a 5 on the fill on the board. So we'll check the official scoring. Good shake. Will it go? Oh, quite the 4 pin remains. Scoreboard showing it fixed itself, okay. So 62 through 5 for 10. He's got it. 72 through 6 for OJ. 315 to 298. The lead is down to 17. Marc Smith, Norway, Maine on the left for TBD. He has been on fire. Mark Carey on the right. 30. He gets a strike. He was open his first 4. Now he gets his first mark. 47 plus 2. Smith on the spare. Only gets 3. Strike, spare. Strike, spare. Spare 3. Streak is over. $980 through 5, halfway to a 160. Wow. Mark Carrier.
Lead is 19.
Working on a strike, 19 lead. And 2 open boxes though, two boxes for Marks though, for Ball Mafia. 2 in a row, we get it! Oh, the crowd noise tried to get it going, wouldn't go. 9 in the first ball on the strike. Smith trying to get back on the Mark train. 4 in a row to start, open on the 5th, the 9 box. Spare. on strike. 57 through 5, 67 the ball through 6. What a shot by Marc Smith. 5 out of 6 marks. 90 the ball through 6. Phenomenal bowling by Marc Smith for TBD Bowlerama. Score is 337 to 328. Right now it's a 9-pin lead. The Marcs are on the board here. Right now a mark for Brian Purdy. Contemporarily tired to take the lead. He gets 9, we're tied. Marc's in the favor though for TBD Bowlerama. Jeff Lapierre, 7 triangle. Open box, he only has 32 in his first 4. His teammates have carried him, especially Marc Smith with 80. Oh, tough miss. Denied his second spare in a row. Off to the left. That hurts. Lapierre. 3, 6, and 9 pin for a spare. He's got it. His first mark. 42 in the ball through 5. Purdy. 9 bucks, 66 through 5.
Lead is 1 for the moment, but the bills are coming.
TBD in front.
2 for Bowlerama, 3 for Ball Mafia.
Purdy open here in the 6th. Oh, he gets it, strike. And the crowd goes wild. 76 plus 2 after 6. What a shot by Purdy for Ball Mafia. Jeff Lapierre got his first mark finally after a 32-4 through 4. Tough start. The anchor has responded here in the 5th. Now in his 6th, working on a spare for TBD Bowlerama. Got 8 in the wiggle. Won't go. 8 on the spare, 50 through 5. The Super Bowl of all Super Bowls of Candlepin Bowling, the U.S. Invitational here at Leda Lanes in Nashua. Paul Grant along with Bob Lee, thrilled to have you with us. It's been thrilling all week here, and it's going to be taken up even higher in these playoffs. More intense. Playoff fever all week long, even more now in our opening round of the playoffs. We're just in the first string of 3. Lapierre trying to pull this over for a spare. Won't go. Good try. Atem will give him 60 through 6. He does, 60 through 6, even to him. 365, 356, 9 is the lead for TBD Bowlerama. $76 plus 2 for Brian Purdy for Bowling Ball Mafia. Switch sides here now, Scott Lapierre. We'll start on 34. He's on a spare here. 70 and a ball through 6. Chris Merrill's open on the left side. Good hit. Mixing and matching, gets 6. Triangle plus 1. Merrill rolling around, back door. 8. 1 and 2 standing. Scott Lapierre, 76 through 6 now with that 6 fill. Has the 4, 7, and the 8 behind. Right corner 10 pin standing with some wood. Can he pick it up? Caps it, nothing. Oh, chopped it through. For 10, gets it, what a shot. Too bad that wasn't the second ball he missed. That would have been a spare. 10 for both bowlers. Scott Lapierre, 86 through 7. Chris Merrill, 85 through 7. 15 pin is the lead. 381, 366. TBD on top. 8th box, first of 3 strings. Scott Lapierre on 34. Half Worcester left. The 2 and the 8. Merrill, head pin hit. Set up for beautifully for a spare. 6 and 10 standing. Lapierre trying to work out of this half Worcester. Gets 4 more. Triangle right. 9 pin in the back. 6-10 on the right. 7 pin on the left. For a spare in the gutter. Missed opportunity there. Missed opportunity there. Chris Merrill. 8 box gives him 93 through 8. Lapierre. Trying to take advantage. Good try. Won't go. 7-10 remains. 8 in the box. 93 through 8. 389 to 374. 15 pin lead for TBD. Bowlerama over Bowling Ball Mafia. Now first of 3 strings in this opening round of the U.S. Invitational playoff match. 4 matches going on right now, all live streaming. This is the only one with audio broadcasting. Glad to be a part of it. Thanks to Bob Lee and crew. Good ball, gets 7. Korey Cooper, 7. Here's Joe Duda, filling in, strike! Strike on spare. Nope, open strike. Before the box is open, strike for him rather. 62 plus 2 through 7. 7 on the fill was Korey Cooper. For a spare, he rides it over, not quite. What a try that was. 80 through 6 for now, plus this ball coming up. $10, 90 through 7 for Korey Cooper for TBD. 62 plus 2 for Joe Duda for Bowling Ball Mafia. 8th box, first string of 3 here from Leda Lanes in Nashua at the U.S. Invitational. No Canada this year due to COVID. It would be called the Worlds if they were here. And this place would have been filled, all 36 lanes. Cooper, 8th box, first string, first ball, back door. Leads up to 1-7. Joe Duda on 33, working a strike here. One for a double. Sweeps out the left side. 3-6-10 standing. One more ball on the strike field. Cooper for the 1-7 for a spare. Missed it wide right. For a spare on strike, missed it totally. 7 on the fill. 69 through 7 now for Duda.
Leads 15.
15 is the lead for TBD. Cooper, 9. He's at 99 through 8. Duda gets 9. Joe is at 78 through 8. 415 to 400. It is 400, right?
Yep.
So 15 pins is the lead. TBD Bowlerama still on top of Bowling Ball Mafia. This is the opening round of the playoffs here from Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire at the U.S. Invitational. This will be our last match of the night. And then tomorrow at 9 a.m., the first of 3 matches, including the semifinals and finals. Doug Smith on the right for Bowling. Owen Joe J. Martin on the right for TBD. It's 5. Doug Smith working on a strike here on 33, gets 6 in his first ball. And it's the 1, 2, 8, and 6. OJ punches the head pin, leaving the 2, 4, 7, and 6. Oh, what a shot by Doug Smith. Spare on strike. 96 through 6, 106 in the ball through 7. Owen for the out here. Gets 2 of the 4. He's at 80 through 7. The lead is down to 3, 423, 420. Bowling Ball Mafia battling back. Doesn't matter if you win the string, it's a 3-string total, no points involved. You can lose by 100 as long as you win the total. It doesn't matter. OJ open here in the 8th. 80 through 7. Punches left. Doug Smith had a strike. Now a spare. Off to the right. Gets backdoor help. Leaving up the 1 in the 8 pin. 8 fill. 114 through 7. Awesome bowling from Doug Smith. They cleared the wood there. Oh, just checking to see if it's out of play. It's in play.
That's an 8 fill, right?
Yep, 8 fill.
Reaching.
114 through 7. Ball Mafia right now is in the lead. They were down like 30 or so. 39 at one point early on. That's why it doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish. And you still can't take your foot off the gas. For a spare. Won't go. Doug Smith trying to convert this 1 and 8 pin for another mark. Got the 8 pin, the 1 pin stands.
Yeah, we have.
Sweeps it over for a 9. OJ at 89 through 8 for TBD. Smith for a 10, not there. He's at 123 through 8. Doug Smith, what a string he has. The lead is 5. Bowling Ball Mafia now on top by 5. They have a spare and a strike coming up. TBD Bowlerama only has 1 spare coming up. They had a slew of them in the beginning. Marc Smith has been on fire this string for TBD. Had 4 in a row to start. On the fill of 5 and the spare, he's at 95 now after 6. He's got the 1, 2, and 8 behind the 2 pin, 6 and 10 on the right. Here's Marc Carrier on 33. Strike bid falls short by 1. Open here in the 7th, he's 75 through 6. Smith off the head pin. Leads up to 1 and 10. Carrier missed it. Ball goes right by it, almost stole it. Smith gets the 5 pin, 9 box, 10 for Marc Carrier. Marc Smith is at 104 through 7. Marc Carrier at 70, which hasn't updated yet. Was 76 after the mark through, hold on.
Lead is 10.
Okay. That wasn't a spare though, was it? The Carrier, it's showing a spare. That wasn't a spare. I didn't think that was a spare.
You just changed it.
Okay, you just updated. Okay, there it is. So 86 now after 7 for Marc Carrier. 10 pin lead right now, 456 to 446. Bowling Ball Mafia now in the lead. Marc Smith. 8th box, first string. Head pin. Lapierre strike. Not quite. Carrier for bid there. Has the 2 and 5 and the 7 in the corner. Both open here in the 8th box. Carrier for spares, got it. Back on track. 114 in the ball after 8 for Marc Smith from Norway, Maine for TBD Bowlerama. Carrier for the spare bid, got it. Matched them up. 96 in the ball for Carrier. 10 pin lead still, 466, 456. Bowling Ball Mafia up by 10. Back and forth they go.
Purdy on a strike here. Anchor bowlers.
Jeff Lapierre from Saco, Maine on 34 will start. He's open here, 60 through 6. Got a mark his last time up. 7th box of the first of 3 strings here at Leda Lanes in Nashua, U.S. Invitational. Solid ball. Triangle, 4-7, 8 pin next to that. Purdy on a strike. Back door. 4 horsemen left. Plus the 3 pin on the right. Lapierre trying to get on a roll here. Slow start for him. Gets the spare. His second of the string. 70 in a ball. 7-0 plus 1 after 7. Purdy punches out. Has the 1-3 on the right, 4-7 on the left. Third ball of the box. Got ball 4. What a shot. Brian Purdy at 92 through 7 for Bowling Ball Mafia. 16-pin lead, 482 to 466. Bowling Ball Mafia after being down by 39 or so. Back in top. Lapierre though, on a spare here. Missed the head pin, but gets a generous hit. 8. 78 now through 7. Spare leave, 1 and 3 pin to get the other mark. Purdy on 33, open here. Misses, but gets the 4 horsemen left. 1, 2, 4, 7 pin. Lapierre trying to make it 2 in a row. After a slow start, he's heating up now. First spare, missed it to the left. Purdy, spare bid, off to the right. Thrilling first string here at Leda Lanes and Nashua at the U.S. Invitational. 9 box for Jeff Lapierre. He's at 87 through 8. And now he gets the shot. Easier on the third ball when you miss on the second. 10 for Purdy. 102 for Brian after 8. 492 to 483. The lead is 9 right now for TBD. Bowling Ball Mafia rather in the lead. Bowling Ball Mafia up by 9. Let's check the scoreboard for the spares and the marks. 1 each on the board, I believe. As Chris Merrill starting off his last 2 boxes of the first string. Has 4 standing, the 1, 2, 4, and has the 8 pin behind the 2. Here's a strike for Scott Lapierre. And a spare for Chris Merrill. Wow. 104 plus 2 for Scott Lapierre. Chris Merrill with a spare at 103 in the ball through 9. 9 pin lead, 502, 493. Bowling Ball Mafia in front. Chris Merrill on a spare on the right side. On 33 on the left, Scott Lapierre will be working a strike. Hey, good. That back pin fell for him, good for him. That helps. 8 fill. Strike fill here, 5 in the first ball. Merrill's 8 fill gives him 111 through 9. Not necessarily a gimme, but opportunity there for a spare. He's got it. 121 on the ball. In his final box, Lapierre trying to kick it over, punches 1. 4-7 on the left piece of wood, 6-10 on the right. Sensational bowling by both teams here in the first string. Oh, 8 goes down, 1 on each side. 118 for Scott Lapierre to finish the string. And a tough 2, half twist to fill. Seen many of those during the tournament. 123 for Chris Merrill for Bowling Ball Mafia. Scott Lapierre, 118 for TBD Bowlerama. The score is 522 to 507, 15 pin lead, 1-5 for Bowling Ball Mafia. Joe Duda on the right on 34. For Bowling Ball Mafia, he's at 78 through 8. Korey Cooper open here, 98 through 8. Both bowlers open here. Paul Grant with Bob Lee. Thrilling matches here. Just getting started. Off to the right. Knocks down 3. Cooper on 33. 9th box, first string. Solid hit. Sizzling. Won't go. 8 pin standing for a spare. Hooks it in the corner in the hole. Joe Duda will need a big out here for Bowling Ball Mafia. Korey Cooper, piece of wood in front. Got to be careful how he plays it. Goes right at the pin. Spare. Joe Duda with an 8 box, 86 through 9 with the spare for Korey Cooper. He is at 109 in the ball through 9. 530, 517. Bowling Ball Mafia by 13. 2-1 mark advantage though for TBD Bowlerama, and one right here on 33 in just a moment. Duda, half horse to right. Cooper on a spare, trying to close the gap. Down 15. Cooper on the spare. Half whist, they match him. That was on a spare fill. That should be a 111, not 112 on the spare. It's showing 13. The 3 drop, it's only 2. Showing 3 on the spare fill, you only got 2. We'll have to correct that. Another half whist, so this time on the left for Duda. Tough break here. Third ball. Hit the head pin, only got 1. Tough 5. 91 for Joe Duda. Combination with Marc Weber for Bowling Ball Mafia on the first string. Cooper, second ball.
There's a scoring error on the scoreboard.
Okay.
That's gonna stay.
Okay, so 115. 117 now the total for Korey Cooper after that spare fill. 535, 525 if the scoreboard is accurate. Be a 10-pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. 6 boxes to go for each team. 1 spare apiece on the board.
That is too many. So it's an 11-pin lead. That 3 fill is a 2 fill.
Okay, so 524, so it's 11-pin lead. -1. Here's Doug Smith, strike bid. He's at 123 through 8 open here. O.J. Martin open here in the 9th, 89 through 8. On the right gets 5. There's 6 pin standing. Smith for spares, got it. 133 in a ball through 9. O.J. What a bid for a spare. Good try, at least the 6 and 10 on the right. Incredible bowling all week long. 10 for OJ. 98 through 9. 10-pin lead still. Spare advantage 2-1 right now for Bowling Ball Mafia. It doesn't matter if you win the string, there's no points involved. It's a 3-string total. Should there be a tie after 3, they'll bowl a complete 4th string. Smith on the field gets 7, has the 247 left. He's up to 140. 140 through 9. OJ in his 10th box, first ball, first string. Hits 5, has some wood. He'll try to drive it over to the right. He's got the 247 on the left, the 9 and 10 on the right. Smith for another, missed it by 1. He's at 149. A 10 will give him 150 for the string. OJ, can he get it over there? Only got 2. Tough leave, the 2, the 9, the 10. Going for a 10 box. Smith for a 150, missed it. 149. What a string there for Mr. Smith. Doug Smith, 149 for Bowling Ball Mafia. 8 for OJ, 107 first string. 561 to 543, 18-pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia in the first. Actually, yeah, get it, subtract 1, that's right, 542. Make it a 19-pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia here in the first of 3 strings. We did 2 on the team competition. We're doing 3 strings in all the playoff matches. Fourth bowl is here. Carrier on a spare. Gets 9. 105 through 8. If the 7-pin goes here, he'll have another spare. Mark Smith. He's on a spare also. He gets 6. Tough lead for him. He has some wood to help him, possibly. He's at 120 through 8. For a spare. He missed it. Thought he had it. Could feel the breeze all the way back here. He takes it over. Wow. Sweep shot there. 9 for Marc Korey is at 114 through 9. Marc Smith 130 the ball through 9. Doug Smith had a 149 on the other side for Ball Mafia. Korey open here in the 10th, having a good string on his own. 114 through 9, going into the 10th. He's up 5. Marc Smith from Norway, Maine. 130 plus this ball. Looks good. 7 drop, 137 through 9. Carrier, can he pick it up? What a try, won't go. The wood hurt him that time. Smith for a spare, he's got it. 147 plus the ball to wrap it up. Incredible bowling by him and from Doug Smith for Ball Mafia. Carrier gets a 10, nice shot. 2 on the left, 2 on the right, 1 on the left, 124. Balls are stepping up here in the playoffs. It's only the first match. The winner advances to the second round tomorrow, quarterfinals tomorrow, and the semis and the finals all here live from Leda Lanes in Nashua. On the field, he gets the 4 horsemen, a 6, a 1. That's showing 154, it should be 153. It's showing 154 with the 6 field, it should be 153. 153, phenomenal strength for Marc Smith for TBD Bowlerama. Your scoreboard shows a 137 spare 6, but it gave him 7. Anchors up to finish up the first string. Brian Purdy gets down 8 on the open box. Both bowlers open here. Jeff Lapierre from Saco, Maine on 33, 87 through 8. 4 horsemen, left side.
All the scores were off.
These are unofficial scores, of course. Purdy, good try. Just short. He had 102 through 8 coming in here in the 9th. Lapierre. 4 horsemen for a spare. Can he get it? He does not. Look good. Wood carried him around. Wouldn't go. Heck of a try by Jeff Lapierre. 10 for Brian Purdy. 112 through 9. And 10 for Jeff, 97 through 9. Scott Lapierre for TBD Bowlerama 118, Corey Cooper 117, OJ 107, Marc Smith a 153 for TBD. Brian Purdy for Ball Mafia, good hit but leaves a split. 5 pin on the left. 6-10 on the right with a piece of wood. Jeff's at 97 through 9. Looking for a strike. It's 8. Some wood to help out. Good positioning. Chris Merrill for Bowling Ball Mafia 123. Joe Duda 91. Doug Smith 149. Marc Korey 124. Brian misses the spare opportunity. It wasn't easy though.
Both teams in the 600s here.
You don't see that too much, do you? Well, you do these kind of teams,
Sure.
you can.
That's what you expect at the
In the playoffs, they all get up for this one. They all step up a notch.
They're it's a 120 bowler. It's a 120 average.
Oh, he gets it off the wall. What a shot by Jeff Lapierre for a spare. And the 10th, 107 in the ball. Sensational shot. Brian Purdy, the 9, ends up with a 121. Bowling Ball Mafia has 608 for the first string.
Needs 7 to tie after the first.
Do we take him one up? Are we taking? We'll check the score in a minute.
They're -2. There's two extra pins on Phillips.
So
we're going to confirm that with the official score.
6:01 run officially?
The games. There was a 3 that was a 2, and there was a 7 that was a 6.
Okay.
You noticed both?
Okay, spare Phil. To wrap up the first string here. Gets 7.
I think we have a tie match.
Unofficially, it's showing 6:10, 6:08, but I think it's tied. That would be the third tie we've had this broadcast today. We had 2 in the first 3 matches in the team competition, and Bob Lee is down there. Paul Grant along with Bob Lee. We are watching the U.S. Invitational opening round playoffs after 5 days of March Madness type of atmosphere here in November. Singles competitions Monday, 4 days of team matches, and there's a tie. 6:08 apiece.
6:08, 6:08.
No points here, only totals. Have you ever seen 3 ties in a row in a match?
No, no, never. No. You only see a bowler bowl the same strength.
That was just the first. We got 2 more to go tonight.
Once or twice a year.
Tip, yeah, both teams awesome bowling. Second string now. TBD on the right this time. And a strike for Scott Lapierre to start it off. Chris Merrill on the bid. Has some wood, has the 247 for a spare leave. They start off real hot that string. He gets the spare. Chris Merrill, who had a 123, opens with a spare. Scott Lapierre had a 118 his first string. Bowlerama looked like they're going to run away with it in the beginning, and then Ball Mafia struck back, took the lead. TBD came back to tie it at the end with a spare. On the spill, he gets 8. His spill gets 7, 8. 18 apiece after 1. Scott Lapierre, the more favorable spear leave, the 3-6. Chris Merrill on the left has the 3 and the 10. Scott Lapierre for another spare. He's got it. 20 and a ball after 1, 30 and a ball after 2. And another spare for Chris Merrill. 4 marks in a row for the first 4 boxes. 2 for each. 28 in the ball for Chris Merrill. What a start to this second. 30 to 28. TBD in front by 2 early on. Both on a spare. Scott Lapierre, the strike and a spare. Chris Merrill, spare 8, spare in his second. Second bowl is Korey Cooper now on the right from Auburn, Maine. Had a 117 his first string. He's on 34. Has a 6 drop. Joe Duda, 91 his first game. Has a 6 drop. Cooper for a spare. He's got it. What a shot. 5 for 5 for all the bowlers. Duda, can he match it? No.
Matt Huff.
Matt Huff, that's right. That's right. I think that was Joe Duda. Matt Huff is subbing for Joe Duda at a 91. Did he get the information in time? Matt Huff on for Joe Duda. And he gets an 8 to start. Korey Cooper, 117 first string on a spare. He gets a strike. He's all pumped up. Strike on spare. 30 plus 2 after 2. Wow. Matt Huff splits 3-6 on the right, 7 on the left. This would be amazing if he can get a spare on this one. Missed it. Got 2 though. Missed the front pin though. And he gets a 10 box. 19 after 2 for Matt Huff, filling in for Joe Duda for Ball Mafia. 60 to 47. It's a 13 pin lead right now for TBD Bowlerama. Third bowler is coming up. Owen Martin, they call him OJ, Sanford, Maine, had a 107 in this first. He's on 34, first ball, second and 3 strings. Good ball. Trying to get that 2-pin to roll, won't quite go. Doug Smith has 2 and 1. He has the 3 and 6 with some wood, 7-pin on the left. Doug Smith had a 149 first string. In the hole for OJ. Doug Smith only outdone by Marc Smith, 153 for TBD. He does not get it. Oh, it does! It took a while. A delay of game, but it goes through. What a shot by Doug Smith, picking up where he left off in the first. Gutter ball would be a 6 for OJ. 6 after 1. 10 plus the ball for Doug Smith. Can you imagine what it's going to be like when we get to the semis and finals here?
Save your voice, Paul.
Yep. It's so hard to hold back. It's just so exciting to call these games and the enthusiasm here. And Smith, 8 on the spare, 18 after 1. OJ, he's up to 1 in the 8-pin, about to go for a 10. Smith for another, missed the head pin. Paul Grant with Bob Lee from Leda Lanes in Nashua, U.S. Invitational, all of the worlds normally. With COVID, no Canada here this year. 10 for Smith, 29 through 2, a 9 for OJ. He's at 15 through 2. 1 pin lead, 76-75 in favor of Ball Mafia. The Marc's favorite, TBD, though, they have a spare and a strike coming up. First 2 bowlers, and the first bowler for Bowling Ball Mafia on a spare later on. 4th bowler is coming up for their first 2 boxes of the second of 3 strings here in Nashua. Marc Smith from Norway, Maine, had a 153 in his first. 4 marks to start it off. First ball, second string, punches out. Leaves the 6-pin on the right, 2-4-7 on the left. Carrier, good ball there, 6-10 standing, piece of wood. Marc Carrier had a 124 in his first. Smith trying to get it over there, not quite. Thank you. Second string of 3 here from Nashua. U.S. Invitational, Paul Grant, Bob Lee again here. He gets it. Spare from our carrier. Open up the second string. Smith with a 9 box, 9 after 1. This holiday season, think Candlepin gift cards. Want to keep the sport growing, keep it alive. Need to get the young people involved, the youth involved. Family and friends, relatives. Gift season. No neckties, no fruitcakes. Give Candlepin gift cards instead. The gift of giving. Candlepin gift cards. Please check with your local bowling alley for Candlepin bowling gift cards. Smith 8 drop. Bid for a strike. 1 pin short, 6-pin standing for carrier. That's on a fill. 19 through 1. Smith for spare bid here. He's got it. 19 of the ball through 2 for Marc Smith after a 153 first. Carrier, another one, 2 in a row to start. 29 plus the ball through 2 for Marc Carrier. What bowling we're seeing here. Anchor bowlers coming up for their first 2 boxes here in the second of 3 here in Nashua. Jeff Lapierre for TBD on 34. Can you get his first string score? I forgot to write it down. Can you get his first string score? I forgot to write Jeff's down. He has 6, 2, 4, 7 on the left, 6 pin on the right. He has Brian Purdy. 121 in the first, back door. Gets the head pin to fall. Now he has a 7-10 split. Not easy with this wood, but the one in the middle might help. Lapierre trying to kick it over, gets 2. Thank you. Jeff Lapierre to 114 that first string. Thank you, Bob. Purdy. Wood won't go. Lapierre gets 1 for a 9 bucks to start his string. And 9 also for Brian Purdy. 114, 103, Ball Mafia. Up by 3, both strings tied in the first. 6 away apiece. Much easier to keep track of the match when there's ties. Lapierre's second box, second string of 3. On the money, gets 8. 4-7. Standing up. Purdy trying to get a mark here. He's up 6. Lapierre for the mark. Oh, don't hurt him. He's got it. 19 to the ball after 2. Purdy punches out. He's got 5 there standing. I'm going to try to get at least 3 here on the right. Waiting for his ball to return on the rack. Got 1, 6 box. 15 through 2 for Purdy after the 121 first. Right now the score is 120 to 113. Ball Mafia up by 7 in the string, 7 in the match. TBD Bowlerama has 4 marks on the board, 3 spares and a strike though, versus 2 spares for Ball Mafia. Here's Chris Merrill in his 3rd box. 6 on the fill. 2 spares in a row so far, 35 through 2. Scott Lapierre punches and he misses that shot, does Chris. Spread eagle for Scott on his fill. He had 2 in a row also. He's at 34 through 2. Nine for Merrill, 45 through 3. Lapierre for an out, gets 2. They'll give him 42 through 3. A strike spare, 4, and 8 for 42. Chris Merrill had a spare 8, spare 7, and 9 box. Spare 9, spare 7. 9 box, 45 through 3. As we're in their 4th box now, the 2nd string. 1 more after this, unless we have a tie. Off to the right, nothing doing. Lapierre has the 1, 2, and 4, has the 9 pin in the back. Piece of wood. Looking for his 3rd spare in 4 boxes. Missed the head pin though. 9 for Merrill, 54 through 4. Lapierre, 3rd ball, 4th box, 2nd string. Gets 10, nice shot. 52 through 4. 146, 135, 11 pin lead right now. Scoreboard's correct, Bob, correct? Right now it's correct, 11-pin lead for Ball Mafia. They tied the first, 6:08 apiece. The Marcs from the advantage of TBD though. Matt Huff, open here, 19 in his first two. Korey Cooper working a strike on 33. Strike spare, a strike, look at a double, he gets it! 2 strikes in a row, double strike. 40 plus 40 after 2. 15 a ball after his third. Wow. Had a few triples this week too here in Nashua. 10 box for Matt Huff. He's at 29, a 9 and 2 10s.
Lead is down to 1, and
The Phils are in the favor of TBD. Double strike they're working on now. Matt Huff. Open here in the fourth. Hooks the 10-pin. Korey Cooper.
this one will count twice.
20 plus a ball in this first strike fill. A double strike he's on right now. Gets the Clary 5 fill. 25 in the box. 45 through 2. It's showing a 6 drop, I think, on the scoreboard, if I can see that right. Should be a 45, not a 46. Second ball gets 2, 7. Scoreboard's off by 1. Up by 2 now. Huff falls short, misses the head pin. 9 box, 38 for 4, no marks yet.
Yeah, that 6 should have been a 5, and that one counts twice. Yeah, 17. That's
72.
yeah, drop 2. Drop 2. It's
So he should be
77.
all right. So -2 off Korey Cooper's score. So 177. 83 for Ball Mafia. Smith. Has a spare 9 and second spare has a 10 in the second. 29 through 2. The third box. Second string. OJ. 15. Smith. Difficult shot. Can he get it over? No. Good try. OJ missed it. Smith for 10. No, in the gutter. 9 box. 38 through 3. Missed it again. OJ with a 7. He's at 20. Showing at 8. He got 7. Should be 22. So that should be 3 pins off. Should be a 184 now total.
So it should be a 184. It's a 10-pin lead, right?
Yep. Carrier going for a strike. 2 pin won't go. 2 in the 4 standing. Is that a new bowler for them? Is that OJ? Is that OJ? That's a new bowler, isn't it? OJ's still up there.
Will Damon is a
Will Damon's in now as a sub for OJ. Will Damon coming in for OJ. So it didn't look like OJ. Spare there while we were looking away by Doug Smith. He's at 48 in the ball through 4. Spare
Will
9,
has
10.
Will has a 110 average.
In the gutter for an 8 box for Damon, filling in for OJ. 31 through 4. 195, 184, 11 pin lead. Actually -3 unofficially. 192, 184, 8 pin lead. They have 2 more spares coming up. Put 2 more spares also for Ball Mafia. Doug Smith, 48 in the ball after 4. Here's Marc Carrier on a spare, gets 1. Spare 9, spare 11, spare 1. On a spare, Mark Smith gets 7. It's showing 8 in that fill. He got 7. Should be 26, showing 27. That's 4 difference now in the score total. Nice shot for a 10, 40 through 3 for Carrier. 9 for Smith. Should be 35 in his total officially. So it's 208 to 195, 13 pin lead, showing 212, 4 pin difference though on the scoring errors unofficially. 13 pin lead from TBD Bowlerama. Both bowls open here in the 4th and the 2nd string. 1 more to go after this.
We're gonna take the scoreboard down from the camera until the next string.
Okay. Carrier, good try. Leaving up the 3 and the 10. Smith. Not quite. Nice 10 there for Carrier. 50 through 4. 9 for Smith. 45 through 4. Should be 217 to 205. 12 pin lead. We'll get the official scoring.
Yep, we're not going to talk about the scoreboard anymore because we're taking it off the screen.
Okay, so we'll tell you here.
It's a 12 pin lead. Listen to me for the lead.
Okay. Anchors are up right now. Brian Purdy for Ball Mafia on 34. At 15 his first 2. At a 121 first. Jeff Lapierre.
He's in the spare.
On a spare, had 19 plus a ball here. 114 first string. Lapierre on lane 33 here at Leda Lanes in Nashua at the U.S. Invitational. It's our first match. Last one today, and then we'll have 3 more tomorrow. The quarterfinals at 9 a.m., semifinals after that, then the finals of the U.S. Invitational here in Nashua at Leda Lanes. 9 on the fill. 28 after 2 for Scott. That's Jeff Lapierre. Purdy coming back, nice try. 6 pin leaves. Remain standing.
Now.
21 now. In favor of TBD Bowlerama. Missed a spare. For a 10, nope. 24 now after that 9 box from Brian Purdy. And a 10, missed the second, got in the 3rd time. 38 through 3 for Jeff Lapierre.
And the lead is 22.
TBD on top. Purdy, good ball there. 6-10. Trying to get on track here. Slow start for him. 9, a 6, and a 9. He has 8 already here after his first ball. Jeff Lapierre. Scott Lapierre is the first bowler for them, no relation. Jeff takes his time. Delivers first ball, off to the right, gets 3. Purdy, 8. No exciting action the last couple of balls. A chance to catch our breath here, Bob. Good try by
Well,
Jeff.
like the bowlers, the announcers have to pace themselves if they're going to last
Yep.
to the finals.
Yep. Learn the hard way.
It's a marathon.
Yep. 8 box, 32 for 4 for Brian Purdy. Lapierre for the out. Gets 1 for an 8 box. He's at 46 after 4. 244, 222, 22 pin lead for TBD Bowlerama over Bowling Ball Mafia. Through 4 boxes here in the second of 3 strings here at the U.S. Invitational. Both teams had a 6:08 in the first. Scott Lapierre up now. He's up to 4 and 7, spare leave. Chris Merrill has the 1, 2, 7, and 10. Both bowlers open here in the 5th. Lapierre for the spare, missed it. Merrill, good try. 7-pin standing. Yeah, 10 blocks for Lapierre, 10 for Merrill.
Still 22.
Chris Merrill 64 through 5, 64 through 5, 62 through 5 for Scott Lapierre. 6 blocks now in the second string. 254 to 232. TBD on top. Good ball there, gets 8. Off to the right. Merrill gets some action on the left, on the right side for Lapierre. Has a 6-pin standing for a spare opportunity. Merrill with the 1, 2, 7 on the left on 33. For a spare, missed it. Nothing doing either from Chris Merrill. This is for a 10. Nope, wasn't there. 71 through 6 for Scott Lapierre. 9 for Chris Merrill. 73 through 6. He had a 123 in the first. Lapierre had a 118 in the first. And then lineup change coming up here, I think. Who's coming in now?
Marc Weber's coming for Ball Mafia. That's Korey Cooper. All right.
Going in for...
Korey Cooper's bowling for Bowlerama.
Yep, got that.
And we have Marc Weber for TBD.
Take
Sorry,
it.
for Bowling Ball Mafia.
So three changes, number 2 spot already. Marc Weber started, Joe Duda came in. Matt Huff, now we have Marc Weber. Good chance for a spare, won't go. Good try by Korey Cooper, at 74, before, and a spare. For Weber, right up the bench. 10 for Cooper. That gives him 84 through 5, 48. Can't see the score here. That's 48 in the ball through 5 for Weber. .273, 251, 22-pin lead for TBD, Bowlerama. Cooper open here in the 6th, 84 through 5 already. Back on the head pin, spare leave. The wood won't trick him. Got the 2-pin, the 7-pin. Strike!
And the lead is down to 12 with that.
Strike on spare for Marc Weber, filling in up the bench. A spare and a strike right away. 58 through 5, 68 plus 2, and a spare for Korey Cooper. Back and forth they go again. He's at 94 in a ball through 6. Incredible bowling. Third bowl is coming up. Will Damon on the left, on the right for TBD. Doug Smith on the left for Bowlerama. Doug Smith had a sensational 149 in the first. Bouncing ball. 9 drop. Nudges, the pin won't go. 8 stands up.
a spare.
Smith, backdoor gets 7. Fifth, it's showing 8 in the fill. Spare, Will Damon. 66 in the ball through 5. Spare.
My goodness, oh my.
Sensational bowling.
Lead is 5 for Bowlerama at the moment.
Doug Smith, 66 in the ball, 2 in a row. Third mark of the string. 41 in the ball for Will Damon. Gets 3. 44 through 5. I think there's a scoring error by 1 on the right side. Strike!
That's a lead change. That's a lead change. A 2-pin lead now for the Bowling Ball Mafia.
Doug Smith, 3 in a row, 2 spares and a strike. 86 in the plus 2 after 6. Damon trying to come back here in the second ball, off to the right. Leaves up the diamond. Trying to get a 10 out of this. Does, nice shot. 54 through 6 for Will Damon.
Unofficially a 2-pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia.
Both bowlers coming up for open here and going to the 5th box here at the U.S. Invitational at Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. Marc Carrier, 45 in his first 4. Mark Smith, that is. Marc Carrier, 50 in his first 4. 9 drop, leaving up the 6-pin. For Smith, Carrier, he leaves up the 5-pin. 2 9-pin drops in their first ball. Smith from Norway, Maine for a spare. Missed it. Shakes his head. Carrier can take advantage. He missed it also. Wasn't there. 9 for Smith. 54 through 5. 10 for Marc Carrier. 60 through 5.
And the lead is 3 unofficially for the Bowling Ball Mafia.
First string was a tie. Exciting match here. In our first opening round here. Second string of 3. Backdoor gets 9. Stole 3 there. Has the 10-pin for a spare lead. And here's a 8-pin drop. Tough piece of wood though for Marc Carrier. He has the 5 and 10 discount. For a spare. Hit the wood, no good. 2 missed opportunities for Smith. Ends up with a pair of 9s instead. 63 through 6. Upset with himself. Spare for Carrier. 70 in the ball. 7-0 plus the ball.
That brings the lead to 4. There are 3 marks for Bowling Ball Mafia. 1 for the Bowlerama.
It's swinging back and forth here, Bob. It's gone up and down.
One of the players, Marc Carrier, just confirmed the lead is 4.
Okay, Jeff Lapierre on the right. Open box here in the 5th. 4 horsemen right. Which is the 1-3. Oh, it goes down. The 10 goes. So it's the 1-3-6 now. Ryan Purdy. Head pin hit. Open here. Only 32 up to 4, but a chance for a spare. But that wood in front is not in a good position. Could he sweep that one on the right side possibly instead? We'll see. For a spare. He's got it. Jeff Lapierre from Saco, Maine delivers. 56 in the ball through 5. Can Brian pick it up? No, in the gutter. In the gutter again. 8 box, 40. Averages 8 a box through 5.
Lead is down to 2. Lapierre is in the bonus. Jeff, on your right.
Got a 114, his first string. He's at 56 in the ball here through 5.
Lead change.
Gets 6, 62 on it. 7, make it 63 in the ball. 63 rather up to 5. For a split here with a piece of wood. Brian trying to get back on track. He's up to 2 to 7 and 9 and 10 on the right. See how he plays this one. Has the 3 pin on the right, 4-7 on the left. I would think you would go left side of the wood.
He needs to make a helicopter out of it either way. He's talking to his teammates. They know a lot more about it than we do.
A delay here for a second. Wait for bowling balls to come back. Each team got a 608 in the first. A spare 7 at the end. But Jeff Lapierre tied it for TBD Bowlerama. Had a big lead. Ball Mafia came back, and then TBD came back at the end to tie it. Lapierre for a spare. Won't go. 4 and 7 remains.
Ball stayed straight. Didn't kick to the left.
The helicopter was fogged out that time. Purdy misses. He's got the 7-9-10 with a piece of wood. I don't know how good that'll do, but we'll see. 10 for Jeff Lapierre, 73 through 6. He got 1 with the wood. 8 box, 48 through 6 for Brian Purdy for Ball Mafia. We completed 6 here in the second string from Nashua, Leda Lanes at the U.S. Invitational opening round of playoffs. 3 more matches tomorrow, quarters, semis, and finals tomorrow, beginning at 9 a.m. here in Nashua. Solid ball there by Chris Merrill on 34 to start a 7th box here in the second. Lapierre, this is Scott Lapierre this time, open. Missed the spare opportunity, Merrill did. Scott Lapierre is the 1-3-6 and the 9 pin in the back behind the 3. Missed it by 1, good try. There's the 10 for Chris. 83 after 7 for Merrill. Lapierre was 71 coming in after 6. And in the gutter, no good, 9, 80 through 7. What's the lead now, Bob, unofficially?
Unofficially, we have a 6-pin lead for Bowlerama.
They tied the first. Half Worcester left. Both bowlers open here in the 8th box in the second string. 1 more after this. Good ball there, good ball there in the first. Good comeback there for Merrill in the second. 4-7 pin for a spare opportunity for Scott Lapierre in the 8th box here, the second string. This is for a spare. Can he get it? He does. 90 in a ball after 8 for Scott Lapierre from Sanford, Maine. 8 box for Chris Merrill, 91 through 8.
Lead is 8.
TBD for 8 by 8.
Unofficially.
Second bowl is coming up here now, 7th and 8th boxes. Korey Cooper on the left, Marc Weber on the right. Korey had a 117 in the first string. On a strike here. Only 4 in the first ball. Cooper working on a spare. Punches 6. Has the 2-4 on the left, 6-10 on the right. Weber, second ball on the strike, Phil. Gets 9, head pin, let go. It does! Illegal block in the back. Goes for a spare on strike. 78 after 6. 68 in the ball after 7. And Cooper comes back with a spare of his own. 110 in the ball after 7 after a 6 fill in the spare. Incredible bowling here in Nashua.
That's a lead at 4. More bonus coming.
TBD on top. Both balls on a spare here. Going into the 8th. Weber missed the head pin, gets 6. Has the 1, 2, 7, 10 in the right corner. Korey Cooper from Auburn, Maine. Also working on a spare here on 33. He's at 110 plus this ball here through 7. On the fill, only 3. Showing 4 on the scoreboard though, so these scores are unofficial.
3 more for Ball Mafia though, so the lead is
For the
1.
spare, good try, leaving up to 7-10, no wood.
The lead is unofficially 1 for Bowlerama.
Cooper, second ball, nudges the head pin. Don't hurt him. Such a gentleman. Weber trying to get one of these 2, at least. Goes to 10-pin, field goal. No good. 8 box, 102 through 8 for Marc Weber for Bowling Ball Mafia. Korey Cooper here. Big out. Does a good job, gets 8. He left the 7-10 also. Both of them left up the 7-10. Gives him 122 after 8.
1 pin lead for Bowlerama unofficially.
Okay. They tied the first, 6:08 apiece. Paul Grant with Bob Lee here at the U.S. Invitational, opening round of the playoffs. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. we'll be with you live from Leda Lanes in Nashua at the U.S. Invitational, quarterfinals, followed by the semis and the finals. Winning team gets $8,000 to share. 9 drop on his first ball. Working on a strike. Doug Smith hit a 149 in the first. Good ball here by Will Damon. Open box though, he had 54 through 6. This should be an easy shot for Doug Smith. And he gets it. Spare, strike, spare.
Lead shifts to 9 in favor of the Mafia.
106 in the ball through 7. It's gone back and forth all game long. Both strings. Missed it.
Lead is 10 right now.
63 through 7 for Will Damon for TBD Bowlerama. Smith on a spare. He's at 106 in the ball now. Hooks it, only gets 3, 4, 4. 110 through 7. Will David trying to get back in the mark column. Good shot there. 5 pin remains. Good vid there. The spare. 2 pin stands up. 10 will give him a 120 through 8. And he does. 120 through 8 for Doug Smith. Had a 149, like I said, in the first. Damon, 10, 73 through 8.
And the lead is 14 for Bowling Ball Mafia unofficially.
Again, both teams tied the first string. No points up for grabs, just team totals for all 3 strings. The way this match has gone, it'll only be fitting if they tie after 3.
Spare for the Mafia though.
Yep. Mark Carrier coming up. Thank you, Bob. Keep me on my toes. Easy to keep. It's hard to keep track of everything here. Mark had a 124 in the first. On his spare fill, missed the head pin, but gets 6. Marc Smith, 153 first string on 33 here. He's off to the right. He's open here in the 7th. Gets 5. Has a bunch there in the middle. Good try there by Carrier. Smith versus spare bid, missed it. Got the 1. What do they call that shot, the 4 there?
Parallel pin.
Parallel pins, okay. 9 for Marc Smith, 8 for Marc Carrier. Carrier at 84 through 7 for Ball Mafia. Marc Smith for TBD Bowlerama, 72 through 7.
I have the lead at 19 for the Mafia.
Here they keep falling. Looked like it was going to be 3, only 1 standing now. 10 pin for a spare opportunity. Smith had a 153 first string. Not going to smooth this string, only 72 through 7. Open here in the 8th, has a tough leave. Got it. Spare for Marc Carrier in the 8th. 94 in the ball.
Still 6 standing.
Marc Smith throws it away. He's a big out here. Gets 2 for a 6. He's at just 79. It's showing a 6. It showed me got a 7, but anyway, 6 he got. So
I have the lead at 23 for Ball Mafia.
Should be 78 for Marc Smith through 8. Anchor bowl is up here, 7th and 8th boxes, 2nd string. 1 more after this. And then we'll call it a night and start again tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. for the quarters, semis, and finals at the U.S. Invitational at Leda Lanes here in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Anchor bowlers now.
The atmosphere is electric here all week long. Even the teams that didn't make the playoffs were phenomenal. Great sportsmanship. 10 teams qualify for the playoffs. The top 2 have a bye, and that was Lucky Strike and Fenway Academy. Fenway Academy was in 3rd coming in the last couple of matches and pulled ahead. He got the bye. Purdy punches out. He had 48 through 6. Jeff Lapierre had 73 through 6. Open boxes here now for both. 3rd ball coming up. 9 for Purdy. Brian's at 57 through 7. No marks yet this string. Jeff Lapierre has the 5 pin on the right, 4 pin on the left. Gets 1. 82 through 7.
Lead remains at 23 for the Ball Mafia unofficially.
If you're just joining us, we had a tie on the 1st string, 608 apiece. A lot of swings in that 1st string. Here also in the 2nd. Brian Purdy starts the 8th box, 7 drop. Good action there. Has the 1, 2, and the 9 pin behind. Good piece of wood. Jeff Lapierre. First ball, 8th box, off the head pin also, gets 6. He has the 1, 2, 7, 8 pin behind the 2. This will be for a spare. Got it! Brian Purdy, 67. Purdy makes it pretty. 67 in the ball through 8. First mark of the string for the anchor man. Had a 121 first. Lapierre, Jeff, 10 box, 92 through 8. He had a 114 in the first. 2 boxes to go here in Nashua at Leda Lanes at the U.S. Invitational opening round of the playoffs. The 6th and 7th seed playing each other. Top of the order here, 9th and 10th boxes. Scott Lapierre from Sanford, Maine, had a 118 in the first. He's on a ball here from the spare, 90 plus. Whatever he gets here, he gets strike! And 9 drop, strike, no! 9 drop of Chris Merrill, who's open here in the 9th. He had 91 after 8. Gets a spare. 101 on the ball through 9. 100 through 8 for Lapierre with the strike. 110 plus 2 after 9. What a match. Lapierre would love to get a double here. 10th box, working on a strike, but off to the right. Gets 5. Merrill on the fill, spare. Gets 6. He has a tougher lead. They both have a tough lead. Lapierre with the better wood. With that 6 fill, it's 107 through 9 for Chris Merrill for Bowling Ball Mafia. Scott Lapierre for a spare bid off to the right. Can he go back door? No. Has the 1 in 5 standing. Merrill missed everything. He's got the 2, 7, 8, and 10. This is for a 10. Got 1 for a 9 and a 6 for Merrill. Chris Merrill finishes with a 113. Had a 123 in his first. 2-string total right now, 236. Lapierre with 127.
I believe down to 8 now for Bowling Ball Mafia.
Scott Lapierre, 118 to the 127, 245 through 2. Second ball is up here right now. Korey Cooper from Auburn, Maine on the right. Had a 117 in his first. He has 122 through 8 open here. Both bowlers open here in the 9th. Marc Weber, 102 through 8. Gets 9. Great chance for a spare, 10 pin standing. Korey Cooper has the 3, 6, 10 and the 5 pin on the left. For a spare, can he pick it up? No, got the 5. Left the 3, 6, 10. Marc Weber for a spare, got it. 112 in a ball through 9. Pinpoint accurate in that shot. Cooper for 10 gets 9. He's at 131 through 9. What a string he's having.
His lead back to 9 plus what Marc Weber gets on his fill.
I believe his score is 2 pins off, though. I think he's really at 129. We'll find out later on. Cooper goes to the left, gets 3. Spare fill coming up here for Marc Weber for Bowling Ball Mafia. Off to the right gets the Korey 5 pin drop. 118 through 9.
A 14 pin lead.
Cooper trying to make this work somehow for a spare for TBD Bowlerama. As it gets it! What a shot! By Korey Cooper. 141 on the ball. Oh, what a bid for a spare! Won't go. Heck of a try for Marc Weber. He's going for 2 in a row with that fill. He's at 118 through 9. 1 for a 10 here for 128. No, 127 for Marc Weber. Cooper at
leads down to 13 now for the Mafia, minus this.
A 9 for a 150. Gets 6, maybe 7. 148. 148. What a string for Korey Cooper.
Both bowlers on 10s from the 8.
265 for 2. Both bowlers open here. Third bowlers coming up out of 5. Here in the final 2 boxes, the second of 3 strings here in Nashua at Leda Lanes at the U.S. Invitational. Will Damon coming off the bench here. It's the Korey. He has 73 through 8. Doug Smith punches out 1. He is at 120 after 8 coming into the 9th. Damon for a spare. He's got it. What a shot! The wood helped. Strong bid by Smith. Comes short by 3 pins. 2 pins. Another one fell down. Will Damon, 83 in a ball through 9. Doug Smith with the 9s at 129 through 9.
Lead is 5 unofficially.
What a game we've got here, folks. Incredible bowling. Back and forth. Lead changes, swinging back and forth. 7 fill. 90 through 9. 6-10 on the right with Wood, 7 pin on the left for Will Damon.
Lead change.
Doug Smith trying to get a mark to close out the string. Missed the head pin. Has a tough lead, the 1, 9, and 10. For a spare bid. Won't go. Good try by Damon. Will with a 10 will be 100 even. Oh, he got it! What a shot! The 1, 9, 10 for a spare for Doug Smith. Incredible. 139 in the ball. Wow. No good, out of the gutter. Damon with a 99.
I have it unofficially at 1 now.
We'll check the official score afterwards. Official scorekeeper is at the table on the approach there, or at the table rather, in front of the approach. Doug Smith on a spare to close out the string. 139 plus 7, 146.
And a lead change there. Ball Mafia up by 6 unofficially. The electronic scoreboard has missed 5 or 6 pins, so we are trying to go from our own scorecard here.
Doug Smith, 149 in the first, 146 in the second. He's at 295 after 2. What a performance by Doug Smith for Bowling Ball Mafia. Marc Smith open here. Had a rough string. 153 first, only at 79 coming in. Carry on a spare. Head pin gets 6. A couple more fell extra. 6 on the fill. 100 even after 8. Smith punching out again. 2 and 4 on the left, 3 and 6 on the right. Carrier trying to kick those 3 over. Went for the wood in the right instead, missed everything. Smith gets 3. Good out. 88 after 9. 8 for Marc Carrier, 108. What a difference a string makes. He had 153, and he's under 100 right now, 88 through 9 for Marc Smith. Funny game. So we can leave here on a good note, looking for a mark. Good hit, gets 5 on the left, leaving 5 on the right.
We still have another string to play.
That's right. 3 here in the playoff matches. Did 2 on the team matches. Carrier, 3 and 1. He's at 108 after 9. For a spare, missed it. He'll be under 100. 153 in the first. He's at 96 right now. Best he can do is 98. Bob, when you bowl, I know I had this problem too. When you get a big string like that, is there a letdown mentally, you think, sometimes?
You certainly get a lot of adrenaline, and that can change your rhythm. Some of the better bowlers that I've spoken to say that that's something that they learn to manage over time.
Wait for the balls to come back.
But then again, you go to the World Series, and the amount of adrenaline you feel goes up that much more.
I remember I got my high single in Salem at the old Salem Mass in Candlepin Lanes, and I was like 18 and a half, 32 team chamber league. Carey gets a 10 for a 98 for him. I got a 136, 81, and 169 in that order. That's my high single. 10 for Marc Carrier. 118 string. Had a 124 in the first, 242 through 2. Marc Smith at 251 through 2. Brian Purdy is on a spare coming up here on the left. We have to reset 33 as a pin falls down. Jeff Lapierre is open in the 92 through 8. Bob Lee will try to get the official score here in just a moment. First ball, punched it through, 3. In the 9th box here, the 2nd string, 1 to go after this.
Purdy on a spare.
Gets 8 at that back 8 pin to fall. Has the 2 and the 7 standing.
Add 8 to the lead. That puts us unofficially at 19.
Got his first mark in the 8th finally. He's at 75 through 8. Jeff Lapierre. 4 on the left, 3 on the right. Going for the right side. Had the right idea. Got 2 though. Looking for a big out to close out the string. Missed it to the right. What a match. Still have 1 more to go. 1 more string. Tough 6 to close out the string for Lapierre. 98 after 9. 1 more ball to go. 1 more box to go rather. 98 to 9.
Lead unofficially at 21.
8 for Brian Purdy. He's only at 83 after 9. We'll check the official score in just a moment.
Captains have to sign their scorecard.
After each string, correct?
They have to write it down in ink. Anyway.
After each string, correct?
Yep. I'll go up to the table after
And you can't change it once you submit it unless there's an obvious error on the scoreboard. 4 spin left. 1, 2, 4, 7 here for Jeff Lapierre. Trying for a spare. Didn't get it. 4-7 remains. Brian Purdy with 7 standing. Missed the head pin, but got a few. 3 standing. Has the 1, 7, and the 6 pin on the right. Nine. 107 for Jeff Lapierre. 114 in the first. 2 string total of 221. Purdy with a 121 first, 7 box, 91 in the second.
And I have it at 19. Unofficially, I'm going to go to check that.
212 for 2 for Brian Purdy. Ball Mafia in the lead. Question is by how much? As they adjust the scoring here, and we'll get the official score before they sign off. And then we'll have 1 more string to close out today's match. And tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. here in Nashua, or Leda Lanes, we'll start the first of 3 matches, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals of the U.S. Invitational. Paul Grant along with Bob Lee. Bob brings an official score here.
It was a 16-pin win, 589 to 573.
In favor of Bowling Ball Mafia. They tied the first at 608, so Bowling Ball Mafia leads by 16 in the match.
Here are the official scores. If you could just write those down quick.
Okay. So Scott Lapierre is a 118 to 127. Jeff Lapierre, I got those right, 114, 107. Marc Smith, 153 and 98. Actually, it's 96.
Yep.
Officially.
9 drop for Chris Merrill on the first.
Will Damon. We'll get that in a minute.
Marc Smith.
First ball, 6 drop, 7 drop, 8 drop, and a spare for Chris Merrill to start the third. Get a 123 and a 113 unofficially. Get a 122 officially and a 113, it's old. Spare. Scott Lapierre answers back. Both bowlers 10 after 1 here to start the third. Korey Cooper, 116 and 45. Strike on spare for Chris Merrill. 20 after 1, 30 plus 2 after 2 to start the third. Wow. On a spare. 7, Phil. 17 after 1 for Scott Lapierre for TBD.
You all set?
I'll look at it in a second.
We have to bring it back.
Carrier. Missed it by 1. 17 up to 1. 27 and plus 2 for him. That was open. 26 through 2 for Scott Lapierre. Spare 7-9. 30 plus 2 for Chris Merrill. Second ball is coming up Marc Weber and Korey Cooper. Take a picture on my phone.
Marc Weber, his first ball in the pocket. Rewarded with a 2-1.
Okay, thank you. Just gotta try to update my scoreboard here. Half Worcester left for Korey Cooper to start. Marc Weber has the 4-7 with a piece of wood. 6 pin on the right. Can he kick it over? Won't go. Good try, will it go? Yes! Spare for Korey Cooper. 10 in the spot in a ball. 10 box for Marc Weber for Ball Mafia. Weber, open here in the second. Cooper on a spare fill. Gets him back to a help. 6 fill. It's showing 7 on there, so it's up by 1 already. Should be 16 after 1, so already the scoreboard's up by 1. Good bid there by Weber. Good try. Just missed it by 1. $10 box. 2 10s, 20 for 2 for Marc Weber. And a 10 for Korey Cooper. He's at 27 through 2. 53-50 early on here for TBD Bowlerama up by 3 right now. Bowling Ball Mafia working on a spare when Chris Merrill leads off next time. Third ball is coming up here. Doug Smith on the right. 2 big strings, 149 and 146. Leading off here on 34. Will Damon on the left.
Which one is different?
1 there, I think.
Plus 1?
Minus 1.
Minus 1 for the left?
Yeah. Have to check with them again. Okay. First box, third and final string of the match. Smith on fire again, strike to start the third. He's at 295 after 2 already. Damon only gets 3 there. Is that a substitution there for them? We get that. Will Damon's out now. We have a substitution. We'll find out who that is. Punches through. He's up 3. Oh, with a roll. Nope. He's up 2.
That's Jason Sparks subbing for Bowlerama.
Jason Sparks now in for Will Damon for Bowlerama. Eight box to start the string. Doug Smith on 34 on a strike here in the second box of our third of 3 strings here at the U.S. Invitational at Leda Lanes here in Nashua, New Hampshire. Off to the right gets the half Worcester. You get 2 though on the fill. Hooks to the left, gets a few to bounce, gets 5 on the wall. Open that box. On the fill, gets 7 in the strike, 17 through 1. Missed it. Nine box for Doug Smith. 26 through 2, and 9 also for Jason Sparks. Jason Sparks off the bench, 17 after 2. 26-20. That's the scoreboard, it's not right, obviously.
What's the score in your calculation on the scoreboard? Except in the third game.
There it goes, 75-70.
Okay. So it's a 21-pin lead then for Bowlerama. Sorry for no, Bowlerama's up by 5. It's an 11-pin lead for Ball Mafia. Right?
Yep. First ball, 5-7-10 lead for Marc Smith on the left. Our carrier missed everything there. Nine, 3-1 for Marc Carrier. Smith trying to get at least one here to open the third string. Anchor ball is up after these two are up, done.
We know that this has been off.
Nine box for Smith. 153 in the first, struggle in the second. 96 he had officially. 249 total for 2. Marc Carrier had a 124 and a 118. And a good hit here. Spare lead. 3-6-10 on the right. Get 9 to start the string. Korey for Marc Smith on 33. This is first spare. He's got it. Team erupts. 19 the ball after 2. Smith denied, leaving up to 6-10. For Marc Smith, 19 after 2. He's had a rough second string and a tough start to the third, although 19 is good pinning.
Ball Mafia now has a 95-89 lead.
In the string. These are all unofficial numbers right now. Korey ends up with the spares 19 and a ball after 2. Brian Purdy. Jeff Lapierre. Jeff Lapierre on the left. Looking for a spare here. Has the 10 pin, a piece of wood in the way. Going right at it. Got it. Capped it through.
Scotty?
Yep.
Scott? Lapierre?
I'm sorry. Jeff was the anchor before. Anyway, it's a spare in the first box. Purdy with a 9 after 1. And a strike! 19 plus 2 for Brian Purdy. And a 121 and a 91. And it's a strike bid here. 7 won't go. 8 on the fill, 18 after 1. Jeff Lapierre. This would be something if you pull this off. First spare. It goes! What a shot!
Oh my goodness! A 7-10.
Got the ball to roll over to the 10. Sensational shot by Jeff Lapierre. 28 in the ball after 2. Wow. Brian Purdy's strike puts him at 19 plus 2 for Bowling Ball Mafia. Third and fourth boxes coming up here in the final string.
That 17 should be a 16, right?
I believe so, yep. So it should be a 2-pin lead right now in the string for Bowlerama.
So a 14-pin lead.
14 in the match in favor of Bowling Ball Mafia unofficially. Chris Merrill working on a strike here. On 33, got 7. Scott Lapierre open at 26 in his first 2. Golden opportunity here for a spare with a 7-pin with Wood. Got it. 36 in the ball through 3. Chris tried to punch it over, wouldn't go. 2 spares now in the first 3 boxes for Scott Lapierre. 9 for Chris Merrill, 47 through 3. Spare, strike, 8 and 9 box, 47 through 3. They switch.
That's Jeff.
They switch then. So Jeff's first now. All right, so Jeff's bowling first now instead. So they switched around. Didn't look like Scott. They don't tell us these things. Is Scott bowling 5th now?
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Spare 6, 42 up to 3. Missed it. Good try here. Oh, the 7 won't go. 47 after 3. He's tried for a spare, just missed it there. Jeff Lapierre was 5th, is bowling first now. 52 after 4. 9 box for Chris Merrill, 56 through 4.
Korey Cooper and Marc Weber coming up next.
If you want to find out who's bowling 5th. We're not told of any lineup changes. Okay, second bowl is up here now. Korey Cooper. Opening in the box. All right, so just flip flop. Jeff and Scott from 1st to 5th. Okay. So Scott Lapierre had the spare 8 spare, not Jeff. They switched. And we're too busy trying to keep score, and they don't tell us the lineup changes. We don't catch it sometimes. Getting constantly how to play this ball. Korey Cooper. Checking with Mark Smith how to play this. He had 27 his first 2. What a try, but the 6-pin won't go. 4-pin rather, 4-pin stands up. Heck of a try. 2 on the right, rolling to the left, won't quite get there. Lined up perfectly though for a 10 box. For Marc Weber. He had 2 10s to start. Korey Cooper, 10, 37 after 3. 10 for Marc Weber, 3. 8 box. Something's wrong with the scoreboard here. Hold on.
It's -1 for Bowlerama.
Okay. 3 10s for Marc Weber, 30 through 3.
On the left.
Cooper.
I just confirmed with the official scorekeeper. It's -1 for Bowlerama on the left on the electronic scoreboard.
Okay. He has the 1, 8, and 9. Cooper does. Backdoor 6 drop for Marc Weber. Both open here in the 4th box, the 3rd and final string here at the U.S. Invitational here at Leda Lanes in Nashua. Good try. He's got the head pin. Leaves the 8 and 9. Weber has the 1, 2, 7, and the 9 in the back. Missed the head pin. Third ball coming up for each bowler here in the fourth box, the third string. Missed it. Eight box, 45 after 4 for Korey Cooper, and a 10 for Marc Weber, 40 through 4, 4 10s in a row.
The score is tied in the third string. 16 on the match. 16 is the score that matters. 16 is the score that matters. Ball Mafia in the lead.
They tied in the first. This is Jason Sparks now for TBD Bowlerama on 34. Got a good hit there, back door. And a strike opportunity almost just went by for Doug Smith. He had a spare 7 and 9 to start. And
got
a
it.
spare, nice shot for Jason Sparks. 27 the ball through 3, and a spare for Doug Smith. Answers the call. 2 spares out of 3 boxes. Spare 7, 9. Spare third box, 36 in the ball through 3. Both on a mark here. Jason Sparks, fourth box, third string. Punch the spread eagle for a 4 fill, 31 through 3.
Lead is 12.
Smith on a spare. Half Worcester right, a 2. 2 ouches in a row on each side.
Back to 14.
Ball Mafia in the lead in the match. The winner advances to the quarterfinals tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We'll have it for you here live at Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire at the U.S. Invitational. Second ball, good bid. Played out 6, 4 and 7 on the left for Smith. Sparks missed it. 7 box, 38 through 4. 9 for Doug Smith, 47 through 4. So even, 181 apiece. In the string, 16 in the match in favor of Ball Mafia. They tied in the first, they were tied here in the third. In the middle, Ball Mafia won the second by 16, and that's their lead in the match. Marc Smith trying to get back on track. He had an incredible 153, but struggled mightily in the second with a 96. Opened to the first 2 with 19. Mark Carey had a 124 to 118.
That was 7 in the fill.
7 fill for him on the spare, 26 through 2. Smith finally gets it, the ball. A spare. The drought is over. 29 in the ball for Marc Smith for TBD.
Leads up to 23 for the moment.
In the gutter, -1 for Carey. It is loud and crazy in here, and wait till tomorrow. It'll be deafening. That'd be a 7 box, because 1 came out of the gutter.
That brings the lead to 20 at
33 through 3 for Mark Carrier.
20 minus this next ball from Marc Smith.
Both anchors working on a spare and strike. Scott Lapierre will be working on a spare, and Brian Purdy will be working on a strike.
When they come up, yeah.
After this box, on the spare. Yeah, it's 8, 7. 9 drop for Purdy, open box here in the fourth. 36 now for Smith through 3 for TBD. Trying to pull it over, won't go. Good try.
This is for the spare.
Purdy for the 10 pin and spare, got it. 43 and a ball up to 4, second mark of the string. 10 for Marc Smith, 46 through 4. that 208 to 205?
Yes.
So a 3-pin lead for Bowlerama. Match lead is 13 for Bowling Ball Mafia. Anchors away here. Scott Lapierre working on a spare. Got 8, got that 5 to fall. 6-10 on the right for a spare leave. 2 spare 8s in a row, 36 after 2. Purdy on the fill, back door, went wide right, got the back door, leaves the diamond. 6 fill.
He's still got one more.
That's right, he's on a strike, so 1 more ball to go actually. For another spare, missed it to the right. Got the 10, left the 6. For a spare on strike. 2 there, 8 in the fill. 27 now through 2 for Brian Purdy for Bowling Ball Mafia. This is for a 10. Scott nudges it. 46 after 3. 8 for Brian Purdy. 35 after 3. 5-pin lead in the string for Bowling Ball Mafia. The lead is down to 11 in the match for Bowling Ball Mafia. First string tie. Mafia won the second by 16. They're down 5 here in the third. Solid hit here. 9-pin won't go. 4-7 on the left, has a piece of wood on the right. 9 drop there. Purdy has the 10-pin standing. Looking for a second spare of the string. Lapierre, Scott has 2 already. The string! Try to kick it up, wouldn't go. Didn't try the wood. Open blocks for him. There's a spare for Brian Purdy. 45 in the ball through 4. 10 blocks for Scott Lapierre. 56 through 4. 236 to 231. 5-pin lead still in the string for TBD Bowlerama. 11-pin deficit in the match.
Foul. There was a foul on the BBM spare.
Okay, hold on. So it didn't count then?
He was in the channel. It was a foul. So that was a 9.
Okay. And that was Purdy?
That was first bowler.
Marc Carrier. So we'll have to check the score in a minute here.
No, don't check. The score is accurate except for the 1-pin difference on the left side.
There's a 2-pin lead then for Bowling Ball Mafia. Well, not yet. We'll wait till this box. Missed it. Good try. Try to sweep it left to go to the 5-pin. Spread eagle here. Chris Merrill on 34. Leadoff man for Bowling Ball Mafia. Jeff Lapierre. Going for the 5th spot to the first here in the third. Leading off at TBD. Second ball. It's 2. Merrill chops out 1 for an 8-box. 64 through 5 for Chris Merrill for Bowling Ball Mafia. 122 and 113 his first 2 strings. 9, good out there for Jeff Lapierre. Jeff had a 114 and 107 his first 2. 6-box first string, 8 drop. Piece of wood can help. Slide it over to the 10 for Merrill. Jeff Lapierre's at 61 through 5. Open here for both bowlers in the 6th.
That's the lead at 10 for Bowling Ball Mafia right now.
And a strike! And a spare, what a shot! First spare for Chris Merrill. Jeff Lapierre with a strike, 71 on the ball through 6. With Merrill's spare for Ball Mafia, 74 on the ball through 6. 74 through 6. 255, 243, 12-pin lead.
No, I have it at 10.
I'm sorry, 10.
It's too. Yep. There's 16 coming in, and it's a 6-pin lead right now for Bowlerama in the third. That's a 10-pin overall lead for Ball Mafia.
Okay. Half Worcester right. Open blocks. On the bill. Oh! Spare for Korey Cooper. Marc Weber going for a 10 here. Second bowlers gets 7. 47 through 5 for Marc Weber. Korey Cooper, 55 in a ball.
Lead drops to 7 there.
Weber has been open for the first 5. Has pinned well. 4 10s and a 7. Gets 7 now. Pulled the left side down. Has 3 6 10 on the right for a spare leave. Cooper on the fill. Missed the head pin but gets 8.
That's a lead change.
1 and 3 standing. 63 through 5 for Cooper for a TBD. This is for a spare. He's got it. Marc Weber strikes back. 57 in the ball through 6. His first mark of the string. Cooper missed it. Had a chance for another spare. Wide left. Now we'll try for a 10. 57 in the ball through 6 for Marc Weber. 8 pin still. 8 pin box. 71
And that's a
for Korey
lead
Cooper.
change. Lead goes back to 1 for Ball Mafia.
Korey Cooper 71 through 6. In the match, 1 pin in the match. Off to the right. Punched out the half Worcester.
Matching.
Doug Smith. 47 through 4 coming in. Both bowlers open. 38 through 4 for Jason Sparks. He's got 4 standing still. 1 and 5. 6 on the right and the far left in the back is the 8 pin. 7 for Doug Smith. 54 through 5. Chopped out the head pin. 7. 45 5.
Still a 1-pin lead.
In the match. What a match, folks. Paul Grant with Bob Lee live from Leda Lanes, Nashua, New Hampshire. Smith gets 7 off the head, missing the head pin. Has the 1, 2, and 7 standing. Jason Sparks head pin clears out the 7. Spare leave 3 6 10 on the right on 33. This is for a spare. He gets it. Doug Smith and matching the spares, Jason Sparks. 64 in the ball through 6 for Doug Smith. 55 in the ball through 6 for Jason Sparks. Here in the third string of the match.
Fill ball coming up for Purdy.
Next 2 bowlers for Ball Mafia have spares to work on. They're working on 5. Every bowler is working on a spare. 5 spares coming up. 1 here. For Mark Carey on 34. Head pin hit, gets 7. 7, 8, 10 remaining with a bunch of wood. Smith chops out 1. Open box for him though. He had 46 in his first 4. First spare. He's got it! 2 in a row. What a shot with the wood. And Smith comes back with a great spare. What a playoff atmosphere here. It's deafening. 60 in the ball for Marc Carrier. 56 in the ball for Mark Smith. What a match. Sensational bowling here at Leda Lanes in Nashua at the U.S. Invitational. Carrier fills 9. Purdy rather. Purdy with a 9. Smith.
Still shaking. Add one more.
Purdy in the 4th spot?
Carrier's probably
Switched around. Purdy switched around. He's got a spare. Spare for Smith also. 2 in a row for both bowlers. 74 in the ball for Smith. Purdy with the spare. 79 in the ball. He's got 3 in a row.
a 9-pin lead. This is Carrier.
I'll say switched around. Purdy is in the 4th spot. Nice to tell us. Our Carrier is 5th now. Marc Carrier, 3 in the spare, 48 through 4. Open box here for Scott Lapierre, but gets a break.
Leads at 12.
4-7 left up for him.
Oh.
Good try. It's 5 of the 7. Scott Lapierre coming in 56 through 4. Now in the fifth box, 3rd and final string of this opening playoff match. Gets 9. After 2, missed a spare. 8 for Marc Carrier, 56 through 5. 9 for Lapierre, Scott. 65 through 5.
11.
We're just going to give you the match lead right now. We're not going to give the string lead.
That's the 11. The strings don't matter.
11 in match, Mafia. 7 drop. Comes back, 8 go down. 1 and 2 standing. Lapierre, good ball, gets 9. Both get some friendly bounces. Leaving up the 8-pin with a bunch of wood.
Straightened out for him, too.
First spare, missed it. Wood coming back, won't go. Lapierre has a gift waiting for him here. Will he accept? He does not get it. Wow, can't believe that didn't go. That was all wrapped up in a bow.
What a follow through by Carrier.
Carrier with a 10, 66 through 6. And a tough luck 10 for Scott Lapierre. Thought we had a spare on the board, 75 through 6.
An 11-pin lead for Ball Mafia.
Incredible match here for the 6th and 7th seeds.
1-pin scoring error on the scoreboard. -1 for Bowlerama on the scoreboard in the 3rd string. It's an 11-pin total lead.
For the Mafia.
And we're going to switch sides.
Okay, both bowlers on marks. Jeff Lapierre working on a strike here. Chris Merrill on the left will be working on a spare. +71 +2 after 6 here for Jeff. Off the head pin, 4 in the first ball of 2 on the fill. Chris Merrill, 1 bonus ball on the spare. He gets the half Worcester right, 2 fill. Those are brutal. 61. Hasn't updated yet. Here it goes, 76 through 6. Lapierre Gets the 4. Wood Growling. Won't quite go. It gave it a ride. Nudged the pin. Wouldn't fall. This is for a 10. He's on it. 90 through 7. Nice 9. Got 3 of those 4. Nice out for Chris Merrill. 85 after 7. Eighth box of the third and final string. This opening round playoff match. Jeff Lapierre on 34. Open boxes for both bowlers. Off to the right. Can't see. That half Worcester?
Yep.
Yeah. Blocked by the bowler standing up there. We're not high above courtside like Johnny Most was. What a shot! Whoa, won't go. Scott. It's 9. 10 for Chris Merrill. Jeff Lapierre rather, is at 99 through 8. Chris Merrill at 94 after 8. What's the match total now, Bob?
Well, 13 difference in the string means it's a 3-pin lead for Ball Mafia. We're going to put that up.
Three spares coming up though to 2 in favor of Ball Mafia though. Korey Cooper, open box. He had 71 through 6. Spare here for Marc Weber. He's on. Misses. The head pin gets 4. 61. 61 through 6 now for Marc Weber for Bowling Ball Mafia. Cooper going for a spare. Off the head pin, leaves the 1 and 8. 1 and 8 pin standing. Weber second ball, punches the head pin. Thrilling match here. Opening round playoffs at Leda Lanes in Nashua. 9 for Cooper. 80 through 7. Weber chops 1 for 6. 67 through 7. 2 spares apiece now for each team to work on.
Lead is at 4.
Match total is down to 4. They're up by 16 coming in. We had a tie in the first. Cooper, spread eagle, too accurate. Weber, spread eagle plus 1. You want to get at least 3 on each side at a time, or better. Only got 1. Need a big out. Weber dealing with 3 plus 1. He gets 1. Tie in the first. 16 in the second. Ball Mafia. In the hole, tough 5 for Korey Cooper. That hurts. 85 after 8. And a 7 only for Marc Weber.
There.
He's at 74 through 8. What's the difference now? 6. 6 in the match is the lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. They tied the first. They won the second by 16. Down 10.
Up 10 here, but it's so it's 6 on the match.
Third bowl is here. Both on spares.
6. That's exactly what I got. Thank you. We just had official confirmation from the scoring table. It is 6.
Jason Sparks 3 on the spare. Backdoor 7 fill for Doug Smith. The lead is 10. Bouncing back with 2 full in the head pin. Doug Smith 149 and 146. Gets another spare. Is that 3 in a row? Or 2 in a row?
Looks like 2.
2 in a row. 81 on the ball through 7 now for Doug Smith. Jason Sparks, 66 through 7, open in the 8th. lead increases for Bowling Ball Mafia in the match.
12.
And growing on this next ball on the left side in just a moment. First, Jason Sparks leads off. He gets 7, triangle, no, 8. Probably better off standing. Now he has the 9 and 10 with a piece of wood facing forward. Only a 4 in the fill, maybe 5. 1 fell in the back.
Brings it up to 17.
87 after 7 now for Doug Smith. This would be some shot with that piece of wood. Can he pick it up?
Oh.
No, good try. Didn't get the ball to bounce back off the 10. Heck of a try. Smith knocks down 3 more. Open here in the 8th. This is for a 10. Got it. 76 after 8 for Jason Sparks. 9 for Doug Smith. 96 through 8.
16-pin lead is what I have. Well, if the scoring is right, that may be 17 then.
I'm going to check down there. I was going to check the official score. Both bowlers here. The fourth bowler is coming up, both on spares. Marc Smith from Norway, Maine at a 153. Tough second string 96. He's bounced back here in the 3rd. On a spare on 34. Looks good. Gets 8. Has the 5 and 8 pin with a good piece of wood.
Looks like there have been 2 scoring errors canceling each other out. It's the scoreboard difference is right now.
And a strike on spare for Brian Purdy. Spare for Marc Smith. Rock'em Soccer Robots. Incredible bowling here. 93 plus 2 for Brian Purdy. 92 plus 1 for Marc Smith. Smith on a spare. Head pin hit. Gets 7. Good spot there for another spare. 3, 6, and 10 remaining. Oh, double! Not quite. He's at 1. Missed it. Right, left side. Won't go. Purdy looking for a spare here on strike. Got it. Spare, strike, spare. 119 the ball through 8. 9 for Marc Smith, 108 through 8. Back and forth they go.
22 through the moment.
Incredible bowling by both sides. Too bad someone has to lose. Only one can advance to the quarterfinals. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. we'll have it for you live here at Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire, at the U.S. Invitational.
I have it at 22 and a ball for the Mafia.
Scott Lapierre punches the 1-8, but a couple more go. Oh, got a break. Open boxes for both bowlers here. Mark Carrier at 66 after 6, 75 after 6 for Scott Lapierre. This will be a heck of a shot. Couldn't get to the middle there. Took the 7 pin. Has the 4, 8, and 10. That's his first spare. Found the black hole. 3, 5, and 10 pin standing for Mark. Scott for an out gets 1, 8 box. 83 through 7. 83 to 7. 9 for Mark Carrier. 75 through 7. Winding down here in the 3rd and final string of this opening round playoff match.
23 and a ball. We're going to change sides. One more time.
One more box each, though, first. The Yankers.
Oh, sorry.
I've done that before, too. I know the feeling. You try to keep track of the score, it's easy to get distracted. 7 drop, split. Head pin hit, splits it. has the Scott Lapierre in 34, has the 3 and 6 on the right, the 4 pin on the left, no wood. For a spare. Wide right, missed it all. Marc Carrier, 2, 4, 7, 8, 10 pin. Second ball, 8th box. Oh, it go! No! The ball at the wood blocked it out. May have gone. The pin played defense on the ball, denying him the spare. Missed it again, 7 box for Scott Lapierre, 90 after 8. Carrier trying to have a big gain here on the box, gets 9. 84 through 8.
Picks up 2 more. That's 25 going into the final 2.
23. He has the official score says 23 up.
I had 25.
Double check it. We'll check the
that
math.
last box.
We're going to the final 2 boxes here in Nashua of the first round of the playoffs between these 2 outstanding teams, 6 and 7 seed. It's like a championship match. Back and forth, back and forth. Chris Merrill leading off. Only 1 spare on the board for Brian Purdy, the 4th bowler. Everybody else is open. Chris Merrill, 94 through 8. Jeff Lapierre is at 99 through 8. Head pin, gets the right side, left side to fall, and has 2 left for a spare. Chris punches. Chris has the 4, 7, and the 5 on the right. Jeff Lapierre, 6'10", piece of wood in the way. Should go right at the pin if he can. Pins. TBD needs a few marks here. Goes for the wood, and hold on. No block because the wood distracted him and threw it into the gutter on 34. We'll have to clear that first. Clear the wood. Not going to clear it. They're going to go right at it. Nice try. Almost got it. 9 box for Merrill. 8 box for Jeff Lapierre. 107 through 9 for Jeff. 103 through 9 for Chris Merrill.
My lead. The scoring table is tallying quickly to try to see what the real lead is.
After we're done, we'll go to the scorer's table, get the official score.
We have a player right now doing that for us.
Okay. 10th box, the final box of the match. Chris Merrill on the right, Jeff Lapierre on the left. Second ball, 10th box, 3rd string. Leaving up the 1 and 10 pin, we'll go for a 10. Jeff Lapierre has the 1, 6, 9, and the 4 and 7 on the left. 1, 3, 9. Oh, what a try, almost. 9 box for Chris Merrill, 112, 122, 113, 112. 9 for Jeff Lapierre. He gets a, oh, is that one more ball to go, actually, hold on.
Scoreboard has a 10-pin lead for the Ball Mafia.
10, 117, unofficially for Jeff.
Oh, but he just knocked 1 off of that. So it's 25 and a ball up to the moment, unofficially.
So if that 117 is correct for Jeff, he'll have a 114, 107, 114, 107, and 117. Both bowlers open here in the 9th. Mark Weber on the right for Bowling Ball Mafia. Punches the quarter. Yikes. Korey Cooper. Got a 116 to 145.
Scoring table says it's just another electronic error. It's 28.
28th in the match for Bowling Ball Mafia. Looking good for them to advance right now. Not over yet though. Korey at 85 through 8 coming in, 74 through 8 coming in for Marc Weber, but he gets a 6. He's at 80 through 9, 80 through 9. And a nice out 9.
That picks up 3.
94 now through 9. Every pin counts for TBD Bowlerama.
25 of that exchange.
A 6:08 tie in the first.
25. The scoring table just gave us sign language. 25. They've double checked the methods. 25.
Bowling Ball Mafia in the lead. They each tied 6:08 in the first. They won by 16 in the second. 589, 573. And they're up by 9 here in the third string. 25 overall in the match. Time running out on TBD. Trying to convert this, Korey Cooper. Whoa, won't go. Final ball of the string. 8 for Marc Weber, 88. Tough string for him, but Bowling Ball Mafia still in the lead. Takes a team to win. Can't do it every time. Cooper going for a 10 here. Nothing, 8. So a 102 for Korey Cooper. 116, 145, 102.
Still 25 then. With six boxes remaining.
363 total for Korey Cooper. Both bowlers open here. Third bowler's up here now. Doug Smith. Spread eagle. 149 and 146 his first 2 strings. Coming in here at 96 after 8. Spread eagle plus 1 for Jason Sparks. He had 76 after 8. Punches out 1. He hits 2 there. Both have 5 pins remaining with 1 ball to go in the box. Gets 7 in the box. 103 after 9. He gets, whoa, good shot, 4. 85 after 9.
Chops 2 off the lead.
23.
23 and a ball.
Only 5 boxes to go. And Bowling Ball Mafia also working on a spare when Brian Purdy comes up next. Looking good right now for Bowling Ball Mafia, trying to advance. For a strike. They might need a double strike to have a chance. 9 drop.
Still have 5 left. 4 or 5 marks will do it.
Oh, he gets it! What a shot! Got the 1 to roll over the 10 pin. What a shot by Doug Smith, and a spare also by Jason Sparks. What a shot by Smith. 113 in the ball. 1 to go, 95 in the ball for Jason Sparks. He fills in with 9. 19 in the box. 122. 149, 146, 122.
Picks up 2 more in that exchange. Lead is back to 25.
417 for 3. Incredible bowling by Doug Smith. 7 fill, 102 for Jason Sparks. I'm sorry, what's the lead?
25 plus this next bonus ball coming from Brian Purdy. He's working on a spare from the 80.
Purdy at a 121 and the 91 his first 2. He's at 119 in the ball here. Spread eagle, half Worcester. Half Worcester for 2. 121 after 8. Marc Smith open here.
27 now.
No marks on the board for TBD. In the fill. He had 4, he's going back for another one. Missed it. Smith needs this.
Oh, he
got it! What a clutch shot! Down by 23, they need that one. 3 and 2. Great shot by Marc Smith. 9 for Brian Purdy. 130 through 9.
26 is the difference. Minus this ball coming from Marc Smith.
They've got to mark out. Might need a double to have a chance. Too bad one of these teams has to lose. TBD is the 6 seed coming in. Bowling Ball Mafia, the 7 seed coming in. 7. On the first ball, the 10th box.
That's 4.
4 in the fill only.
22.
Needed more. 122 after 9 for Marc Smith. Bouncing back in this string. Missed it. Good try. A 10 will give him a 140. What a shot!
He got it!
Big shot there for a spare. 2 in a row. 132 in the ball for Marc Smith. 10 for 140 for Brian Purdy. 121, 91, and 140.
Lead is 22 minus this next ball. And then we're down to the final 2 boxes. Paul.
I'm sorry, what's the lead again?
Lead is 22 minus this ball.
Okay. Strike would be huge here. Misses, but gets back door, gets a friendly roll. 8. 14 is the lead. 140. Both fourth ballers are 140 for Brian Purdy, 140 for Marc Smith, 153, 96, and 140. $389 total for Smith. Open boxes here in the 10th. Marc Carrier. And Marc could seal the deal here. A mark for Marc. Head pitting doesn't go, but he gets a break. Leaves the 147. Scott Lapierre needs to mark 2. That's not going to help. If he converts this, this could clinch it. No, good try. Had it right. Didn't go. Leaves the door open. Spare bid won't go. Can they still do it with a double strike or a triple?
Depending on the pins. You get 30 with it.
9 for Carrier. 93 through 9. 7, tough 7 there. 97 through 9 for Scott Lapierre.
Difference is 4. He picked up 2 there, so the difference is 16.
So he definitely needs a double strike, more than likely.
I agree.
His first ball determined that. Oh, clinch it! Ball Mafia will advance to the second round, to the quarterfinals. What a clutch strike! Exclamation point! Marc Carrier goes to the quarterfinals for Bowling Ball Mafia. Scott Lapierre misses it. What a shot. He still has to work on the strike. Teams congratulate each other. The 7th seed knocks out the 6th seed, but what a finish! A spare for Scott Lapierre, 104 on the ball.
9 drop on the first.
And while they're shaking, we don't see the 9 drop on the strike, Phil. And he gets there a spare on strike to wrap it up at 113 for Marc Carrier. 124, 118, and 113. Spare Phil to close out the string. And that wasn't a spare, that was just a 7. No spare for Lapierre, 104 the final for him. Congratulations to Bowling Ball Mafia. They advance to the quarterfinals tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. here at Leda Lanes in Nashua at the U.S. Invitational. What a match.
Unofficial score in that final match, 575 to 565.
We'll get the final before we sign off. Paul Grant with Bob Lee. Incredible matches. Bowling Ball Mafia, the 7th seed, knocks out the 6th seed. Incredible bowling. Marc Smith hit a 153, hit a 140 in the third. Doug Smith, 149, 146, 122.
1774 to 1744, a 30-pin victory.
So congratulations, Bowling Ball Mafia wins by 30, and they advance to the quarterfinals of the U.S. Invitational here at Leda Lanes in Nashua. Closing thoughts here, Bob.
Wow.
Incredible. We get to recuperate for tomorrow.
And we'll see you tomorrow on the lanes.
Paul Grant, Bob Lee saying so long for now. 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, the quarterfinals, the semis, and the championship match. Tomorrow, 3 matches, 3 strings apiece. We'll see you then.